And who are we waiting for? Santa Claus! I can't wait!
Jennifer, she's having a little bit too much fun out there. Oh, look, they're all wrapped up in blankets, but you know what? They're going to stick it out. Up next, Vaughn Cares, the entry coordinator, Sandra Kolika. It's a float. 35 people are involved. This is the third year. The entry theme is celebration time, and once again, sponsored by Vaughn Cares. Vaughn Cares very instrumental in getting the Vaughn dump shut down.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, it might be a good time to mention to people that at the last day of this year, there's a celebration happening at the Civic Center where they will have fireworks and party favors, and then they will bus up to the dump to have an official closing, and that night they will celebrate also with a New Year's party. So Vaughn Cares, very, very instrumental in doing that, as you mentioned. That's wonderful.
That's familiar face, Peter Messick.
Absolutely, our former local councillor. He's always very active in the community. Beautiful float.
It's going to be tough judging these floats.
Absolutely. There are two. This particular one is being judged in the community category. So they've won in the past, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I just want to mention that all types are out for today's parade, young and old, and they're all waiting anxiously for Santa Claus to show up.
Well, that's what he does to people. You may age in years, but you don't age in spirit. So we're all young today.
And once again, a closer look at the Vaughn Cares float.
There they are.
Very
Wonderful. In some cases, they've only had a very short period of time to put these together. As a matter of fact, Sandra Kolika, who's the coordinator, if I'm not mistaken, her husband essentially put this thing together almost by himself. Took him about a week or two, and we thank him for putting up with the time that Sandra has spent doing this as well, and being a member of the committee. Beautiful float.
You are watching the third annual Santa Fest in Maple, and we are having a great time. Yes. A little cold, just a little.
And it's not bothering me a bit.
But you know what? In the end, Santa will be here, and it'll all be worth it.
Yeah, I think so. I've been waiting a whole year for this. Come on. Wonderful.
He's coming. Up next is the Toronto and Region Conservation Authority Courtright Center float. The entry coordinator is Janet Allen. In this season of giving, this is actually the theme I would want to mention from the Courtright. In this season of giving, we often forget the gifts from Mother Nature, one of the sweetest being maple syrup. This float depicts a scene from our Sugar Bush Festival at the Courtright Center on Pine Valley or Bruce's Mill in Stouffville. At both sites, visitors are able to see pioneer and modern methods of syrup making during the month of March. The float highlights the old-fashioned way of making syrup alongside the float staff in pioneer costumes. They'll be handing out pure maple syrup candy for all to enjoy, and I'm going to just wait here, and hopefully they'll throw some at us.
Well, in mentioning that, I'm hoping somebody picked up on that and saved some for us, since we can't chase them ourselves.
Too bad they can't hear us. Throw some at us.
Well, maybe somebody on staff will rush out there and get us some. Wonderful. We have, you can hear them coming down the road.
They're coming.
But the entry for the night, well, first we have to acknowledge this wonderful
First we have to get this woman's attention.
Yeah, well, she might notice us in a little while. The next entry, we have the Governor General Horse Guard Band, and the coordinator is Frank Miriello, and the type of entry is a marching band of over 25 members, and I believe this is their first year participating with us, and we thank them for that. And the theme for their entry is marching band.
Let's have a listen.
Music. Yes.
Columbus next. The entry coordinator is Dan Petrelli. It's a marching group. This is 3 years. They've been involved for 3 years in the parade.
That's Dan there.
And the Knights of Columbus, the theme rather, is the Knights of Columbus 4th degree with full regalia, uniforms, and flags. Once again, sponsored by Knights of Columbus.
Wonderful. I'm proud to say that I'm a member of the Knights here. And that was Danny Petrelli, organizing them.
I just want to mention the community awards are all Lorna Jackson awards.
Yes, Lorna Jackson Memorial Award.
First, second, and third. They're all Lorna Jackson, the late former mayor of
course,
the
and we
city of
miss
Vaughan.
her. Right here we have St. David's Children's Choir, and the coordinator for the entry is Julie Santoro and Rosemary Scroll. And it is a 43 participants that just went by, and we thank St. David's for being here. We know him.
He looks familiar, doesn't he?
Very.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we wish you all the very best. Merry Christmas to you all.
A McDonald's representative.
Absolutely. I wonder what his name might be.
All I know is I spend a lot of time at McDonald's eating those French fries.
We're gonna...
All right, the next float is from No Frills. No Frills Group and the Amazing Party Store. The entry coordinator is Rob Cherchetti. It's a banana mascot and assistant. The entry theme, No Frills. Mascot walking the parade. He's walking the parade route and he's handing out chocolates and candy canes.
That is the biggest banana I have ever seen.
Quite the big banana.
Tony the Tiger's in there. Absolutely. I think that's...
Are you boys and girls?
Oh my goodness. I'm glad he's trained. This is one polar bear that's not going to harm anyone, I don't think. I felt that way. The way he looks is how I felt this morning when I woke up. Yeah.
Toucan Sam.
Yes. They were a little out of order for us, but we got them.
We are going to see what Jennifer Harrison is doing now.
What am I doing? I'm finding Santa's biggest fans. What's your name? Larry Cassie. And what's your name? Robert Cassie. Now, these two guys have told me you've been very good for Christmas. Is that true? Have you been good? Yes. And who are you waiting for to tell that you've been good? Santa Claus. Santa Claus? I'm waiting for Santa Claus, too. When will he get here, Phil?
I don't know, Jennifer. I think a few more floats. He's a few more floats away. But I know he is coming because he is the guest of honor. This is SantafestInMaple in Maple, so we are waiting for him.
Good. Now, oh my goodness. That, this is an entry, is it not? They must be. Wilson Niblett, the mascot, and Carol there are a couple people involved in this one, and they're from, the theme for them is Canadian Cancer Society. Mascot will be riding in a Chevy Avalanche.
Up next, Salon d'Alba and Spa. The entry coordinator is Alba de Gasperis. They have 2 years of experience in the parade. The entry theme, they're providing dramatic headpieces, and they're all based on the holidays. Once again, this float is sponsored by Salon d'Alba and Spa. Wow, I'd look all right with one of those hairdos. What do you think?
I'm not sure. You know, we didn't get any snow for this year's festivities, but they appear to have quite a bit on that float there.